Hey, it's Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for Sunday, October 31st. So happy Halloween. There is a lot of energy coming in here today. If you haven't listened to the ascension symptoms forecast, you should probably do that because we have all kinds of energy shifts, planetary, of course, solar flares, solar storms, all kinds of different unique classes that are just going to bang, 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 bang us right through the day, right through the veil, right through this particular realm. If you have listened to the Ascension Symptoms forecast, you will know that Halloween is a pretty interesting day for us because the veils are at its thinnest. There's all kinds of spookiness going on. We get to connect to other realms, other spirits, other energies. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of energy coming in, and you are going to feel it in your physical form. We have 8 different aspects taking place today. 8 of them involve the moon. So you best believe intuition, hypersensitivity, emotion, subconscious thoughts and feelings coming to the surface. We have a lot going on, especially with this moon in Virgo. We have to remember Virgo energy wants to heal our mind, body, and soul through physical actions here in this physical realm. We have the sun in Scorpio healing us, transforming us, mind, body, soul from an energetic level. This is all kinds of energy building up in this very intense window in order to pressurize us to surrender, to let it go. So, the moon right out of the gate making an aspect with Mercury, who is direct, who is in Libra, who is preparing to move into Scorpio at the end of the week. So we're definitely going to have a little bit of a tension point here. There are some negative thoughts coming in. There are some conflicting thoughts and feelings with the heart and the head. And there's some tension building in our conversations. Why? Because we're having a hard time expressing ourselves. Why? Because we have to let things go. We have to surrender. But many of us find that very hard to do when we don't know what awaits us. The moon goes ahead and makes an aspect with Saturn, the Lord of Karma. This is likely going to put pressure on us, feeling the squeeze from our external realms. The roles, the responsibilities, the commitments that we have, they're all piling up, and we are definitely focused on where the problems are, where the challenges are, where the roadblocks are, and putting us in a position to do some deep thinking, deep feeling in order to figure out some very creative solutions on where it is we can set ourselves free from some of these restrictions and confines. The moon goes ahead and sextiles with the sun. This is beautiful. The moon in Virgo, of course, earth energy, very focused on the here and now, what we can have control over, focused in on the details, very focused in on balancing the scales, mind, body, and soul, being of service to other people, but doing so from a 100% healed state. Sextile is a good energy. We're blending energies. This with the sun in Scorpio showing us, illuminating for us the dark places, the dark pieces within us, and where it is that we have to use that darkness and turn it into light, where it is we have to use the pain in order to tap into our power. Again, these two together is a beautiful energy for us to tap into the surrendering phase, to the letting go of the past, of the attachments, of the thoughts, of the old programming, the old ailments, the old mind space, the old feelings. Everything coming up right now is a conflict of interest within ourselves and in our exterior lives. This is going to be a blending, an illumination of the old with the new. What we got to let go of in order to create space for something better to actually fill that void. And again, we're doing it emotionally, mentally, spiritually, energetically, and physically, especially with all these electromagnetic frequencies coming in. The Schumann Resonance has just been super exciting. The space weather has been crazy. And we are wrapping up the last day of October with a huge bang. The moon goes ahead and bumps into Pluto. Pluto, of course, wants to highlight for us where transformation is 100% needed. And he shows us that path from the darkness, from the dark thoughts, from the dark feelings, from where it is that we're recognizing where it is we don't have control, so that we can focus in on the things that we do have control over and boss up, take control, do something different. This is also going to illuminate for us a couple of things that are creeping up under the surface of our subconscious selves in order to bring it into awareness so that we can actually work with it. Again, the veils are very thin. We're receiving insights from our ancestors, from the spirit realm, from higher dimensions, and we're really put in a pressurized position at this point in order to listen to our higher selves, to our gut, to the voices maybe in our head. The moon bumps into Chiron. This is a huge situation arising, highly probable that it's going to be an outside trigger that's going to illuminate for us where the healing is needed, where the healing has already begun, and where the healing has to continue to take place. It isn't just a, one-time thing. We have to revisit our pain and spiral through the lessons, opening our eyes and our hearts up each and every single time to a different perspective. And that is how we close the wound for good. The moon goes ahead and trines Uranus. This is a shock to the system. This is a shock to the crown, dizziness. This is perspective changing. This is aha moments. This is a brand new shift in ideas and inspiration. This is the solution on how it is we free ourselves, how we really take a stand for ourselves, figuring out, yes, we've illuminated to the problems, where it is that we're going to provide a new and unique solution to these problems. This is huge insight, again, coming in from the higher realms, and it is going to take some time to actually settle into our physical forms and actually make sense to us. The moon goes ahead and bumps into Saturn once again. This time, beautiful aspect. This time, it is about recognizing where it is that we have to shift the structures of our thoughts, of our feelings, a new storyline, a new framework, a new perspective. Suddenly we have this aha moment previous with that Uranian energy. And now we're like, oh, well, that makes so much sense. That's so much freer. That's a better situation. That's a better understanding. And once you have that release of tension and you adopt to a higher mindset, then the solutions start rolling in. Then the clarity starts rolling in. Then the pressure and the tension definitely dissipates. The last thing that we are going to do is we are going to bump into Mars. And of course, Mars just fresh, a day fresh in his place of power in Scorpio. And you best believe that this is an aggressive energy. It's a tension point. We want to take action. We want to make moves. We have some pieces coming together. There is clarity. We are still actively trying to provide step-by-step solutions and steps for us to get out of this funk, get out of this chaos, get out of this darkness. And this is going to be the energy that is a tension point. It is going to push us with our backs against the wall just a tad, but we're going to use our intuition. Mars in Scorpio is intuitive, has gut reactions, receiving insight from other realms. And again, the veil is as thin as it gets. This is a great time to really dive inward, to kind of, yes, okay, keep the ego, logical brain in check just a tad, but really go inward. Listen to the inner voice. Listen to your heart space. Listen to your gut. And maybe listen again to those voices in your head. If they are positive voices encouraging you to do something good for yourself, that is intuition. If they are negative Nancy narratives, that is your ego. That is how you tell the difference. So lean all the way in. Be prepared to boss up. Be prepared to trust your gut, and be prepared to have new inspirations, new passions emerge when the pieces start clicking together.